guys, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Emma, and we're sticking with that for now. So, I just put a poll up on Instagram seeing whether I should finish the Infernal Devices trilogy or the Shadow and Bone trilogy, and so far it's 50-50 because only 2 people have voted, and I should have expected this. I don't have a lot of followers, so like, you know, which is totally fine. I'm not like complaining. It's just the poll thing didn't really work out. It's currently almost 2 o'clock on Sunday. I was planning on reading one of those 2 series and finishing it because tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I don't have any school, so I would be able to sort of spend the whole day finishing those up. Okay, so I checked up on the poll about an hour ago, and the Infernal Devices won, but I checked up just now and it was 50-50 again. So I'm just gonna go with the Infernal Devices because it's less reading for me to do. I'm already almost halfway through the first book. Well, technically the second book, but first book that I'm gonna be reading. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this one first. Let me just tell you my thoughts on the series so far. The first one, I enjoyed it a lot. I like historical fiction, and so I had fun with this a lot. The love triangle thing, the thing is, I'm pretty sure she ends up with Will because I've heard a little bit about Chain of Gold. Is that the book? I totally forgot. Is that the book? About like James Herondale, which is Will Herondale, that's his last name, but I know that it's what's-her-face's kid, so like pretty sure they end up together. I personally like Jem, but that's me. I'm not Tessa. And like Will does have some redeeming qualities. He has a reason for being an ass, because of the whole curse thingamajig. Oh my god, wait. I think the last thing that I remember was like Will found the freaking goblin demon dude who cursed him, and he like ran after it. That's the last thing I really remember, so I don't know where that is, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and like if I'm in the middle of a chapter, I'll probably start from the beginning just so I can like reconfigure myself. I don't think that's the right word, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm enjoying them. There are just certain things that I don't really care for. I don't like, it sucks that her brother's an ass, but I really don't care for his storyline, and I don't care for Jessamine at all either. Like, she's kind of a traitor, so maybe she gets redeemed. I don't know. There's just like other dynamics that I don't really care for. Oh wait, Sophie I think is her name, and there's like 2 brothers that are kind of assholes, but one of them's a lot nicer. He and Sophie, I think, sort of get together. I like that. I'm here for that. The thing about doing this is I've realized that if I'm focusing on reading these, then I'm not going to be able to watch Criminal Minds. And that makes me sad because oddly enough, that's how I de-stress sometimes. It's a very odd comfort show, but it works. I think that they just feel like family. Hotch reminds me a lot of my dad. Like, they look very similar, they act sort of similar, and I just, yes. And so there's like a comfort element to that, and then the rest of them are all just like cool. This isn't about Criminal Minds, but I love them, so. Okay, it's 8:10 p.m. and I am now just before chapter 18, so page 419. I hate my brain. We just learned some things. Will's curse was a lie this entire time, which is depressing. I mean, at least now we know, so like that's chill. But hot damn, that's rough. Tessa seems to be denying all of her feelings for Will, but only because she denies Will's feelings for her, which makes me sad. Because Jem is great, and even though she really does seem to like him, and he definitely likes her. I don't know exactly how she's gonna end up choosing Will, but I think she is, and I'm sad. I don't know if it's gonna happen in this book. Probably not, because we have a whole other book, and I doubt they're not gonna try and drag that on a little bit more. Also, Magnus. We love him. He's great. Magnus is just like sassy, and I love it. It says that I have something like 3 hours left, but I've been listening at double speed, so I have about an hour and a half. I think I'm just like worried about what's gonna happen next, because like Will's like freed from his curse. Even if it wasn't real, it was still a curse in that it affected him greatly. I don't know what's gonna happen, and I'm worried about it. I don't think he's gonna do anything bad. It's just kind of like whack. Jem proposed and she said yes, and I'm so confused. Like, then how does she end up with Will? Maybe she doesn't, but I think I'm so oh my god, he dies, doesn't he? I'm so confused and I hate it. And oh my god, and then Will's gonna see the freaking pendant and he's gonna be like, hey Tessa, oh wait, never mind, you're engaged to my fucking parabatai. And now I'm really worried, because like, Jem's either gonna be dead or really sad. Dang it, now I'm gonna have to sit through Will pining. Oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be so depressing. Finally, when he allows himself to love and be loved, they're like, no. Oh my god. I never thought I would feel so invested in this. But like, I'm so invested that I'm actually like feeling stressed about it. And I hate it. I have officially finished Clockwork Prince. It did not end how I had expected it. It's very still sad. What? Charlotte's pregnant though, that's really cool. And I knew it the second, like, it was earlier and she was like, hey, I need to say something. And then she got interrupted and I was like, she's pregnant. Because that's what always happens. Hey, I need to say something. Like, it's either you're going to confess your love, then you get interrupted, or you're pregnant, then you get interrupted. So like, it was one of those. Also, wait, what was her name? Cecily or something? She showed up, Will's sister. I forgot his name for a second. I wasn't sure if I had said it right. That's pretty cool. She could be important in this one. I wonder if he's gonna get back in touch with his family then. And like explain. I don't know what's gonna happen. Cause I feel like Jem's gonna die. Okay, I kind of look like I'm in the flashback part of a movie, but it's alright. Where you can barely see the cover. There you go. It's past noon. And I haven't started reading it. I basically spent the entire morning watching YouTube videos. Oh my god, there's blood on her dress. There's blood everywhere. Okay, so I'm about a quarter of the way through this so far, and Jem's not doing so hot. He's just gonna have to die, isn't he? Unless they find a cure. Also, Gabriel likes Cecily. Dude. Oh, Woolsey Scott? It's freaking hilarious. Like, I'm a little confused because I honestly don't remember. He's somehow in league with Mortmain, which also, I don't know if I talked about this last night, but I kind of forgot about Mortmain. Like, I knew about him, like he was a threat, and there was like the automaton sort of thingies, but like I kind of just forgot about him. Also, we're getting like these random letters back and forth between the council and Josiah Wayland, who's like consul or something. I don't know if this is like just shadow hunter politics or if this is actual like British politics, which I just don't understand. I barely understand US politics, so like I'm assuming the consul is like the top dude. I don't freaking know, but basically the group of the shadow hunters is like, we should have Charlotte be the next one. He's like, no, hire my nephew. And they're like, we don't like your nephew. What about Charlotte? And he's like, she's a woman? Have you thought about the fact that she's a woman? And it's like, yeah, no shit. And she's pretty badass, so like, I'm gonna be staying up late, aren't I? Well, that was rude. I'm not quite halfway, but the feelings, it's too much. It's too much. Jem could likely die, like right now. Well, within like the next half hour, maybe. Jesus. And Will is going after Tessa, and Jem now knows that Will loves Tessa, and Jem's like, if I die, you guys have my blessing, and everyone's just like, huh. And by everyone, I mean Will and Jem. Will also went to Magnus for a friend, and Magnus was like, you treat me like a human, dude, and I'm so happy about it. And it just, it hurts. It hurts like right here, and I just, oh, also, Gabriel, that's the one. He might be striking up a deal with the freaking consul dude that's like old and evil. Different evil, not like Mortmain evil, just different evil. I don't know why this is the thing. I am kind of pissed because Gabriel should know better. I mean, we obviously don't know what's gonna happen, and maybe he's gonna be like, actually, I'm just learning the consul's plan and I'm gonna tell Charlotte. Oh my god, also earlier, before this, the return of Mrs. Black. Oh, that, I did not appreciate that in the slightest. That freaked me out, man. She freaks me out, man. The sisters, like, I can still like vividly remember that section of the first book, like when she was captured there, and it was just, that freaked me out, man. I did not enjoy. Okay, really quickly, why do I feel like Mortmain is Tessa's dad? And he's just like a sick son of a bitch. Like I mean, I wouldn't put it past Cassandra Clare, like, but like he created her or whatever the frick, and or like he knows how she was created or something. I don't understand it. And honestly, I'm so happy that by the end of this book, dude, I better know by the end of this book what is going on, because I need to know, man. But like, oh, I feel like he's her dad. That's just gross, man. Okay, no, that was just rude. Jem, like, just died. They don't need to be doing that in a cave where, like, Mortmain can also just walk in. Jem just died. And, like, yeah, they weren't married, and, like, they were engaged, but they weren't married, and, like, Jem gave him his blessing, and, like, but he just died. And I'm so sad. I have probably about a quarter left. and it's almost 9 o'clock. I hate that I care so much. It's 11:15 now, and I have finally finished the Infernal Devices. The way she toyed with my emotions like that? Rude. Ooh, she got me. She got me on this one. I didn't handle it well. Dude, oh my god, I did not realize how much I cared for Henry until I thought he was dead, and I was crushed. Then he wasn't dead. And I mean, he doesn't have use of his legs, he's paraplegic, but he's alive. And oh my god. The angel, that bit was cool. I thought it was so cool. The whole angel thing with the neck, I thought that was a really cool bit, which I guess it was kind of all throughout, and like, you know, the angel like saving her, but I just think that last bit, while convenient, it was built up to that the entire time, so it's not like it was just randomly thrown in there, I think. Jem becoming a silent brother, oh my god, I did not handle that well. I was a wreck. The epilogue just broke me and stitched me back together. It's like the best of both worlds, I guess. It's depressing because she outlives everybody. I knew immediately Mortmain was like blabbing on about his master plan and stuff to Tessa. Sorry. And he was like, if I die, all of the automatons die. And in that moment, I was like, dude, are you stupid? You just told your enemy how to defeat everyone at once. Like, just kill you, then everyone dies. Like, it was so stupid. I mean, it was good, and it worked. I mean, even if she hadn't known, he probably still would have died, and then all of them would have died. It was still really stupid of him. I know he was cocky, and like, she was imprisoned, and she wasn't gonna do anything, but like, you don't do that, man. This is where villains have their downfall. They get too goddamn cocky. And then they're like, hey, you wanna know my evil master plan? Here it is. Don't use it against me. And then they're like, okay, but I will. And oh my god, now I can read Chain of Gold. Oh my god. But I can't buy Chain of Gold yet because I need to read 25 books first. I have no idea how long this video is gonna be. I'm sorry if it's super long. Okay, so I just really quickly wanted to wrap up my thoughts on the Infernal Devices. Yeah, I know they don't match. Books are books. I obviously didn't read this one in this video, but I believe I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was fun. And I liked it a lot more than I really thought I would. Clockwork Prince, I think I've decided that I'm also going to give this one 4 stars. You didn't see me read the first half of it, but I definitely was dragging through it. It took me a while to get through. Like, I kept forgetting that I even had the audiobook and that I could listen to it, and then I kept choosing not to. Overall, the last half of the book was really interesting and saw some parts coming, didn't see others, so it was a good mix, I think, and I really enjoyed it. And finally, for the last book, I gave this one 5 stars. I loved it. I also hated it because it made me feel too much, and I did not— whoa, it's snowing. Hello. Okay. The ending, I feel like, was kind of a cop-out to make both sides happy, but I feel like it also makes the most sense because, like, yeah, he could have stayed a silent brother, but if he was able to find a cure, he would have used it. And I don't think he would have just, like, avoided Tessa. I'm talking about Jem, obviously. And I think it just makes sense because a few times in the book it talks about like when I think Wolsey Scott or something. Oh, can we also just talk about the fact that Wolsey sounds like Wolfie and he's a werewolf, and I love it so much. He's like, it's crazy that you, like, people rarely get one true love in their life, and so it's crazy that you have two. And so I think it was good that she ended up with both of them at separate times, but she was able to be with both of them, and I think that just made a lot of sense because they were, I don't know. But I did not appreciate her toying with my feelings. That hurt so much. I did not realize how much I cared. Like, I apparently care a lot more than I thought I did. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. And if you have any thoughts on the books, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear them, read them. Same-ish. Okay. And I will see you guys next time.